Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies as we continue with part 48, lesson 47 of the Illuminated Faith, Mystical Interpretation of the Gospel of St. John by R. Swinburne Clymer. Lesson 47. All men that have found the Christ are as brethren, for their Father is one. St. John chapter 19, 1 through 27. 1. Then Pilate therefore took Jesus and scourged him. 2. And the soldiers plaited a crown of thorns and put it on his head, and they put on him a purple robe. 3. And said, Hail, King of the Jews, and they smote him with their hands. 4. Pilate therefore went again and said unto him, Behold, I bring him forth to you, that ye may know that I find no fault with him. 5. Then came Jesus forth, wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe, and Pilate saith unto him, Behold the man. 6. When the chief priests therefore and the officers saw him, they cried out, saying, Crucify him, crucify him. Pilate saith unto them, Take ye him and crucify him, for I find no fault in him. 7. The Jews answered him, We have a law, and by our law he ought to die, because he made himself the Son of God. 8. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he was the more afraid. 9. And went again into the judgment hall, and saith unto Jesus, Whence art thou? But Jesus gave him no answer. 10. Then saith Pilate unto him, Speakest thou not unto me? Knowest thou not that I have power to crucify thee, and have power to release thee? 11. Jesus answered, Thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above. Therefore he that delivered me unto thee hath the greater sin. He that, having found the Christ, would again turn back or deliver Christ to the flesh, which is the ruler of men, commits the greatest of sins. For he knows the truth, but crucifies the truth. And he that so crucifies the truth hath the blood of Christ on his hands, and has worked into destruction. 12. And from thenceforth Pilate sought to release him. But the Jews cried out, saying, If thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend. Whosoever maketh himself a king speaketh against Caesar. 13. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he brought Jesus forth and sat him down in the judgment seat in a place that is called the Pavement, but in the Hebrew, Gabbatha. 14. And it was the preparation of the Passover, and about the 6th hour. And he said unto the Jews, Behold your king. 15. But they cried out, Away with him, crucify him. Pilate saith unto them, Shall I crucify your king? The chief priest answered, We have no king but Caesar. 16. Then delivered he him therefore unto them, to be crucified, and they took Jesus and led him away. 17. And he bearing his cross went forth into a place called the place of the skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha. 18. Where they crucified him, and 2 others with him, on either side one, and Jesus in the midst. 19. And Pilate wrote a title, and put it on the cross, and the writing was, Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews. 20. This title read many of the Jews, for the place where Jesus was crucified was nigh to the city, and it was written in Hebrew, and Greek, and Latin. 21. Then said the chief priest of the Jews to Pilate, Write not the King of the Jews, but that he said, I am King of the Jews. 22. Pilate answered, What I have written, I have written. The greatest truth that men ever wrote were the few words that Pilate placed on the cross. For Jesus was in very truth the King of the Jews, a greater king than he they never had. And had they obeyed the laws he gave them, they would have become the children of God. Theirs was the opportunity to obey the law and to become the sons of God. but they denied the Christ. Pilate recognized the Christ, but could in no way help himself and obey the law. The divine fiat had been cast forth that thus should it be, and even so, had he refused the demands of the Jews, he would have been called a traitor to Caesar, because Jesus had been accused of trying to set up a kingdom in opposition to Caesar. 23. Then the soldiers, when they had crucified Jesus, took his garments and made 4 parts, to every soldier a part, and also his coat. Now the coat was without seam, woven from the top throughout. 24. They said therefore among themselves, Let us not rend it, but cast lots for it, whose it shall be, that the scripture might be fulfilled which saith, They parted my raiment among them, and for my vesture they did cast lots. These things therefore the soldiers did. 25. Now there stood by the cross of Jesus his mother and his mother's sister, Mary the wife of Cleophas, and Mary Magdalene. 26. When Jesus therefore saw his mother and the disciples standing by, whom he loved, he said unto his mother, Woman, behold thy son. 27. Then saith he to the disciple, Behold thy mother. And from that hour that disciple took her into his home. Love is God, and God is love. Love makes all men equal. Through the love that the mother of Christ bore him, and through the love that Jesus bore to both his mother and the disciple, they became as one, and the disciple took the mother of Jesus to his heart as his own. Moreover, not only had Jesus obeyed the divine law, but his mother had obeyed it before him and the disciple with him. The Father which Jesus had found within the temple through the illumination was therefore also the Father that had been found both by the mother of Jesus and by the disciple, and they were as one. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.